Welcome to our YouTube channel, the Celeb Report. If you enjoy our videos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now, let's dive into another dramatic episode in the world of celebrities. Did an executive producer just crown himself the king of Black reality TV? You won't believe the wild Twitter rant that's taken over the internet. This executive producer boldly declared, "I'm the face of Black reality TV," and the reaction has been explosive. Fans are outraged, industry insiders are calling him out, and the drama behind the scenes is getting messier by the minute. But what really sparked this meltdown? Was it frustration, arrogance, or a calculated move to stir up controversy? More importantly, how are people reacting, and what does this mean for his future in the industry? In this video, we'll break down every detail of this jaw-dropping controversy. We'll go over the full timeline of events, reactions from celebrities and fans, and explore what might happen next. Stay with us as we uncover the real story behind this shocking Twitter rant. Buckle up. This is one ride you won't want to miss. The internet has seen its fair share of celebrity meltdowns, but this one is making waves in a way that few others have. What started as a few bold statements quickly escalated into a full-blown Twitter rant that had everyone talking. Let's rewind for a moment. Late one night, the executive producer in question, someone who has played a major role in shaping some of the most well-known Black reality TV shows, decided to air his thoughts on social media. The tweet that kicked off the storm was simple but provocative. "Let's be real, I'm the face of Black reality TV. Nobody has done more for this space than I have. The culture wouldn't be the same without me." Within minutes, the reaction started pouring in. Fans, fellow producers, and even reality stars themselves were shocked by the claim. Some agreed, acknowledging his influence in the industry, but many others felt that this was an extreme overstatement, one that disrespected the very people who made these shows successful in the first place. But he didn't stop there. As the backlash grew, instead of backing down, he doubled down in a follow-up tweet. "The disrespect is crazy. I put in the work. I built these franchises, and now people want to act like I'm replaceable. Show me one person who's done more for this space than I have." The frustration in his words was clear, but so was his ego. If he thought the reaction was heated before, this only made things worse. The industry response wasn't pretty. At first, it was mostly fans reacting, but then people from inside the industry started chiming in. A well-known reality star, who had worked with this producer in the past, retweeted his post with a simple, cutting response. "So, we're just going to erase the Black women who built these shows from the ground up? Got it." That tweet sent the conversation into a completely new direction. Suddenly, the debate was no longer just about whether he was a major figure in Black reality TV. It was about whether he was giving himself credit for work that wasn't his alone. Other industry professionals began speaking out, with some pointing out that reality TV thrives on the personalities, drama, and stars who make it worth watching, not just the people behind the scenes. One producer who worked on a major reality show tweeted, "No shade, but producers don't make the culture. The cast does. Always has, always will." The tension was undeniable. This wasn't just a disagreement. It was turning into a full-fledged battle over who truly shapes Black reality TV. And then came the biggest bombshell yet. A reality star dropped a shocking accusation, just when it seemed like the drama couldn't escalate any further. The conversation couldn't get any more intense when a former reality TV star decided to expose something about this producer that no one saw coming. In a now-deleted post, she wrote, "Y'all want to talk about the face of Black reality TV? Funny, because the same person saying that is the one who tried to sabotage my entire career behind the scenes. Let's talk about that." This immediately set off alarm bells. What exactly was she referring to? Had this producer used his power to manipulate or blacklist certain stars? People started digging through old interviews and behind-the-scenes rumors to piece together the story. Sure enough, whispers of shady power moves began to surface. There have long been rumors that certain producers in reality TV play favorites, giving some cast members better edits, pushing certain narratives, and even influencing who gets fired or promoted within a show. Could this executive producer be guilty of those very tactics? The accusations only fueled the backlash further, and at this point, the pressure on him was immense. But instead of letting things die down, he made a huge mistake. He decided to respond directly, and that's when things really took a turn for the worse. At this point, the controversy was spiraling out of control. Fans were calling him out. Industry insiders were questioning his credibility, and even reality TV stars were hinting at behind-the-scenes power moves that painted him in a negative light. Most public figures in this situation would take a step back, reassess, and perhaps issue a carefully worded apology to calm things down. But not this executive producer. Instead of diffusing the situation, he chose to fight back in real time, and that decision would come to haunt him in a heated Instagram live stream. Just hours after his tweets went viral, the executive producer addressed the backlash head-on. But instead of clarifying his words or showing any sign of humility, he did the exact opposite. He doubled down harder than ever, insisting that without his vision, these reality TV shows wouldn't be as successful as they are today. He dismissed his critics, calling them ungrateful and saying they wouldn't have a platform without producers like him. He specifically targeted reality TV stars, claiming that the ones speaking out were only successful because of his guidance. Against him, he should remember who gave them their first check. But the moment that really set people off was when he said, "At the end of the day, I built this industry. You don't like it, too bad. I've done more for Black reality TV than any cast member ever has." That was the breaking point. Viewers immediately flooded the comments with backlash. Some were openly laughing, while others were furious. One comment that went viral read, "You built what? Because last time I checked, you weren't the one flipping tables, dragging wigs, or carrying this genre on your back." By the time he ended the live stream, it was clear this wasn't damage control. It was career sabotage. Celebrities and industry veterans reacted after his Instagram live. The controversy exploded even further, with even people who hadn't been involved in the initial drama starting to speak out. One well-respected Black reality TV showrunner, who had worked in the industry for years, tweeted, "Producers are important, but don't ever forget that reality stars are the ones who make these shows legendary. Respect is a two-way street." A famous Black reality TV personality also chimed in, posting a clip from a reunion show where she single-handedly carried the entire episode with her dramatic confrontation. Her caption read, "Built what? I'll wait." The message was clear. He was taking credit for something much bigger than himself, and people weren't going to let it slide. Even major entertainment news outlets started covering the situation with headlines like, "Executive producer faces backlash after claiming to be the face of Black reality TV. Did he just ruin his own career?" And EP's controversial rant sparks massive debate. Black reality TV stars fire back at executive producers' outrageous claims. At this point, it wasn't just a Twitter scandal anymore. It had become a full-blown industry debate. Then came the biggest shock of all. Someone from his own team decided to speak out. An insider exposed the truth behind the scenes. If there was any hope left for this producer to salvage his reputation, it was quickly slipping away. It vanished when an anonymous industry insider came forward with a bombshell revelation. A journalist covering the scandal claimed that they received an exclusive tip from someone who has worked closely with this producer for years, and what they shared was damning. According to the source, this executive producer has had multiple complaints filed against him for allegedly trying to manipulate reality stars behind the scenes. He has a history of blacklisting cast members who didn't follow his narrative, making it harder for them to get work on other reality shows. Some reality stars were allegedly pressured into acting a certain way for the sake of good TV, even if it wasn't authentic to their real lives. Many of the major showrunners and networks don't actually respect him as much as he thinks they do. They just tolerate him because he's been around for a long time. The moment this leaked, social media erupted once again. The narrative shifted from being just a Twitter rant to serious industry concerns about how Black reality TV is run behind the scenes. And here's the worst part. If these accusations are true, it could mean major legal and professional consequences for him. So what happens next? Will networks continue working with him after this public meltdown? Could reality TV stars come forward with even more damaging stories? Does this controversy officially mark the end of his career? In the next section, we'll break down what industry experts are saying about his future and whether there's any way for him to recover from this disaster. Stay tuned. With the backlash growing by the hour, the question now isn't just about what he said, it's about what happens next. Can this executive producer salvage his career, or has he burned every bridge in the industry? Reality TV is a billion-dollar industry, and while producers play a significant role in shaping what we see on screen, at the end of the day, money talks. If a producer becomes too controversial or starts attracting negative attention to a franchise, studios won't hesitate to replace them. A television insider spoke anonymously to an entertainment outlet, revealing that no network wants bad press. If a producer starts bringing more drama off-screen than on-screen, that's a problem. Executives must eventually ask themselves whether the producer is still worth the trouble. This means that right now, studios are likely discussing whether they want to continue working with him. To make matters worse, many top reality TV networks have diversity and inclusion initiatives in place. If this producer is accused of undermining or exploiting Black reality stars, it poses a significant liability for any company associated with him. One media strategist even speculated that he might be unofficially blacklisted. While no studio would publicly cut ties with him behind the scenes, he could start losing opportunities quietly. This has happened before with controversial figures in Hollywood. They often fade out of relevance not because they were officially fired, but because no one wants to work with them anymore. So, it's beginning to look like he's one misstep away from losing everything. The biggest threat to his career right now isn't just public backlash. It's the people he's worked with in the past. We've already seen one reality star hint at shady behind-the-scenes moves, but what if others start coming forward with detailed allegations? A journalist covering the scandal recently tweeted that they'd spoken to two former reality stars who have stories about this producer, and if they go public, it would be over for him. If those stories come out, they could be career-ending because, let's be real, reality stars are the driving force behind the industry. Without them, there are no shows. If enough stars speak out and claim the producer mistreated, manipulated, or blacklisted them, his entire legacy could collapse. Even worse, if the accusations extend beyond professional conflicts and hint at legal or ethical misconduct, it could open the door for lawsuits. Reality TV thrives on exposing secrets, and if there are receipts, leaked messages, or contract disputes proving this producer engaged in unethical behavior, his career could be finished for good. Right now, he should be hoping no one else comes forward, but in Hollywood, once one person speaks out, it often leads to others. Ultimately, reality TV is about the audience, and right now, fans are furious. If the public continues to see him as a villain, they may stop supporting his shows. Fan loyalty is crucial in the world of reality TV, and if viewers turn against the content he's involved with, networks might reconsider his value. The question remains, can he recover from this public fallout, or has he irreparably damaged his reputation? While it's possible that time could heal some wounds, it's going to take more than a few apologies to win back the trust of fans. If the backlash keeps growing and the allegations continue to pile up, there may be no coming back from this scandal. Scrolling through social media, it's clear that most viewers believe this producer is taking credit for something that doesn't belong to him. Many are commenting, so now producers are the face of reality TV? Nah, we tune in for the stars, not the people behind the cameras. One even pointed out, he better hope these reality stars don't start spilling all the tea, because we know there's more to this story. Reality TV, after all, is built on the backs of Black women, and fans are furious that this man thinks he can erase them from the narrative. Once fans turn against someone, it's difficult to recover. A major entertainment blogger noted, "If the audience stops respecting you, networks won't protect you." Studios follow the money, and right now, the money is saying that he messed up big time. The only way he could save his reputation is by issuing a genuine apology and taking accountability, but let's be honest, that doesn't seem to be his style. If he refuses to back down, his public downfall may just be beginning. So, what happens next? Right now, all eyes are on this executive producer. His next move could determine whether he makes a comeback or fades into irrelevance. Here are the most likely outcomes. He could try to apologize, but it might be too late. If he issues a carefully worded statement, some people might soften their stance. But will it be enough to undo the damage? More reality stars could speak out, and if cast members from past shows share more stories, this scandal could go nuclear. Networks might quietly drop him. If producers and showrunners start distancing themselves, his career could slowly fade into obscurity. Or he could try to play the victim. If he refuses to admit he was wrong and tries to spin the narrative, it could backfire even harder. And no matter what happens next, one thing is clear. This scandal isn't over yet. So, what do you think? Is he done for good, or can he somehow make a comeback? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest update on this ongoing drama.